Om. Om. Vang me manasi pratishtita, mano me vachi pratishthitam, avirvamayedi, vedasya mahani sta, rutam me ma prahasi, anena ditena ratra sandadami, rutam vadishyami, satyam vadishyami, तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Aitareya Upanishad, second chapter, first section, mantra 5. Garbhenu san anvesham vedam aham devanam janimani vishwa shatamma pura ayasihi arakshan adha sheno javasa niradiyamiti garbheva etat shayanaha vamadevaha evam uvacha. Paramatma, who has entered this body and is now parading as the ignorant jiva, suffering the samsara, getting subjected to the transmigration, repeated birth and death, taking new embodiment, getting giving up the other embodiment, and a cross section of his Janmavarana was told of 3 avasataha, 3 states, that means how he gets repeatedly born. And all these experiences he undergoes in 3 states of experience: waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state. You just think properly. Is there any experience we undergo other than these 3 states of experiences? Of course, Antarala avasthas also included, means a state of transition from one to other, those also are included. Other than that, there is no experience at all. And thus, in the state of ignorance, the jiva, who in reality is Paramatma only, because we have seen how the status of jiva has come to the who that Vishwa Karta, that is one who creates the Jagat, Parameshwara only. Now, in such a condition, because of some punya of the past lives, he comes across a guru, the Acharya, the one who, with the Guru is the one who makes you discover, who points you out that your Swarupa is nothing but Paramatma Swarupa. Not initiating in some mantras, etc. They are not a guru. Of course, our culture is such that we call all who teach as gurus. Guru also means elderly people. But the guru in the sense of Adhyatma Vidya, in the sense of Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya, is the one who points you out. Look, this is your Sarupa, Paramatma Sarup. Not that you are creating, not that you are producing by some karma upasana. You are, but something is obstructing you from knowing it. All that you need to do is remove that obstruction. In fact, in Vedanta, there is nothing to be done. All that needs to be done is undo what you have done. What's the undo? You are Chaitanya Swarup. You have no connection whatsoever with the embodiment. Whether gross body, subtle body, causal body, all are sources of sorrow. Gross and subtle bodies are sources of manifest sorrow. The causal body is potentially so. You are free from that. From where can sorrow make you miserable? And you are seeking ananda, happiness. That is your swarupa. See, when you are not asleep and your mind is so calm, serene, not desiring anything, not thinking anything, the happiness that you experience in such a condition is your swarupa ananda. You need not go somewhere, Kailas, Manas, Sarovar, etc., to discover that Paramatma Tattva. This is Paramatma Tattva. But it needs to be pointed out. There may be many who point out, but my dear sir, you are not available. How come? Your mind is preoccupied in the Vishaya Bhogas. Oh, that will give happiness. This will give happiness. I should get rid of this to get rid of sorrows. Nothing required. Because they don't belong to you. And whatever you consider the source of happiness, whether the objects or beings, are not the source of happiness at all. It is the happiness that is your true nature, which gets reflected in those bhogas, and you mistake yourself to get that joy from the sense pleasure. Now, here is the case who all along till now was subject to this samsara transmigration. By some punya of the past, he came across a guru and discovered his swarupa. It needs punya. That's why one should live the life of a dharma. The life of dharma nullifies past sins, what is called durita. As a result, what happens? The viveka, that faculty of discrimination between what is permanent that I want, which is transitory, which I don't want, that becomes very clear, as a result of which my either two wrong values attributed to sense pleasures or sense object, that they have got a capacity to give me happiness and make me contented, gets ended. You cut the sense objects, vishayas, to their own size. You are no longer fascinated by them. You know that is the nature. And such a mind is available for self-inquiry Atma Vichara, Brahma Vichara. So this person, if some punya is available now, otherwise, Adhyatma Vidya, everywhere it is there. There are many people who can at least guide you and show you, but we are not available. Our preoccupation. Here is the one who is that, and he has discovered. And it happens. The case that is cited here is that of Vamadeva, which shows that Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana gained in any circumstance, under any condition, then and there makes you free from the bondage of samsara. It doesn't wait, oh, let this condition be over, then samsara will be ended. No. Then and there, under whatsoever condition it may be. And the glaring example here, Vamadeva got this knowledge, where? When he was in the womb of the mother. The womb of the mother, not yet born. Body is being developed. And he got it. Of course, some say that this is an example that Atma Jnana can be gained without a guru. Vamadeva had no guru. He was in the mother's womb. No, sir. It is not just like that happened. Vamadeva was putting forth effort all along till now. In the earlier life, he had come on the verge of gaining Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. But some very powerful prarabdha was such that he had to undergo it. For which? For which? He had to be in the mother's womb. And that obstruction of prarabdha was such that halfway through the status of that is our fetus in the womb as a child got cleared, and then what happens? The Swarupa got revealed to him. And he must have been a yogic for also. He is declaring from that state only. In the state only. Whoa, this is what I discovered. This was my plight till now. No more now. So let us see. This Vamadeva, Garbhenu son. So, Garbhe, in the womb of the mother, son remaining in the womb of the mother as a fetus, as a child that being developed. So, son, nu. Nu means it can mean indeed. Indeed. Or it can be for vitarka, conjecture. Conjecture, called vitarka. Or a conjecture, or indeed. Where was he? In the mother's womb. So, what did he declare? He declared like this, that Aham, me Vamadeva, still in the mother's womb. Aham, the Esham Devanam. Let us see first literally meaning of it, and then what it implies will see. Esham Devanam. Of these devatas, who are they? Like Agni, Vayu, etc. So, different types of devatas. Vak. Agni, the presiding deity of speech. Surya, presiding deity of the word eyes. Like that, Vayu of the nose. So like this, Devana, Vishwa Janimani. Vishwani Janimani literally means all births. Anvaveda, Anavedam, Anvavedam. I have come to know. What does it mean? I have come to know the births of all these devatas. Janimani means Janmani in the sense it 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 points out these devatas taking to different types of embodiments. The Janmas births in terms of taking to different types of embodiment. In the sense, because of identification with the embodiment, the samsara that they are undergoing, suffering, little enjoying also, means I have come to know the samsara that these devatas are undergoing. Now here devatas, not just devatas, Agni, etc. It stands for the Sukshma Sharira, Linga Sharira of the Jiva, characterized by walk, speech, etc., including their devatas, because seeing, speaking, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, walking, talking, these functions cannot take place without the corresponding ansha, the part of their corresponding devatas, presiding deities, who lend that capacity. In eyes, Surya Ansha is there, which enables the eyes to see. In the tongue, as the sense organs, the Jala Ansha is there, which enables to taste. Like that. So, means I have come to know now the samsara belonging to this linga sharira, subtle body of the jiva, characterized by vak, etc., the devatas. So anvavedam. So I have seen. Means that samsara doesn't belong to me, who is distinct from them. Hitherto I didn't know it. As a result of which I was bound by these wrong notions. So that what happened earlier? Adha. Adha means below. Here below in the sense, before I could get this Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, which I got it now, Adaha, Ma means mom, me. Hooray! In this embodiment, city means embodiment. Shatam ayasihi. Hundreds of. Ayasi means, ayas means this, what is that? Iron. In the sense, chains of iron. That is these bodies which serve like the chains of iron which bind you. So are all these bodies. Think of it. Which bodies? Whose bodies? Our bodies. You know what are they? They are what? Shatam ayasi. Like, and see, you can be bound by one iron chain, but here hundreds of them with all parts of the body are tied up. I see. Rakshan. So Rakshan means they not that protected. They kept a guard on me so that I should not escape. No? A captive is kept under a guard. Some guards are there. So they always keep an eye on them. The person doesn't run away. So like that. So these bodies have, what have they done? They have kept a guard on me as a captive, always making me undergo the samsara of character by this transmigration. But now, having got the Atma Jnana, by the very force of Atma Jnana, knowing what me in reality is, I have nothing to do with this embodiment, and therefore I have nothing to do with their features of Janma, Marana, sorrow, etc., old age, and all this, etc. I am Chaitanya, Atma, independent of them. I have no birth, I have no death. I have no trace of sorrow. I'm always on the Sarupa. So this I have discovered as a, by the force of that. Shenaha Javasa Niradiyam. Shenaha Iva. Like Shena. Shena is a fast flying bird called hawk. Very fast it flies. Hawk. It just flies off. You've seen these fighter jets, not our commercial aeroplanes. Fighter jet. Zoom. Of course, big cities like Bombay, etc., you can, especially in winter, one after another, they just like as if they are racing. Chota sa very fast. Shena. So that is Javasa. By the force of that Atmajnana. Javasa. Niradiyam. I have got myself released. Nirgata asmi. So I am free from all this iron chains in the form of the body. Free. You know that when Krishna was born, you know what this story? Vasudeva and Devaki were in the jail. Krishna was born. And he revealed his Shankha Chakra Gadadhari Vishnu. And they said, come on. And he got back with, like a child, take me to Vrindavan and bring that baby girl born here. But you know that where? Prison. All the guards were asleep. Bhagavan saw to it. All the chains there but tied were got untied. Gates got open and he went. And after returns and keep that baby child here, again what happens? They get bound, etc. And that guards wake up. Now I have ended these chains of iron into the bodies. I no more but tied by them. So Niradiyam, Nirgataha asmi. I have got myself released. I got myself released from them. Iti. So, surprise. Who is telling this? Vamadeva. Okay, Vamadeva. But from where is telling? From mother's womb. They surprise here. Garbheva Shayana. This guy is still in the womb of the mother. Not at 9 months deliver, not at deliver. Garbhe eva Shayana. Lying down in the womb of the mother only. Who is this? Vamadeva. Great sage Vamadeva. Evam Uvachak. Uvacha said, declared, made a evam as a statement given here. So, this Ajnani being taught, guided by a competent guru, discovers oneself to be nothing but this Paramatma Swarupa, Paramanda Swarupa, free from even the least trace of samsara in whatever form you can conceive of. This is what happens. You get moksha. What do you mean moksha? Swarupena avasthanam. Remaining in our true nature, free from avidya, ignorance, and its karya effects in terms of drishya jagat, including our embodiment. Don't think moksha means going somewhere, etc. Just be what you are in reality, wherein there is no trace, even to the least extent, of everything, anything, and everything which is distinct from me, Chaitanya, I, experienced as this, idam, in contrast to aham, I. Of course, our problem presently is what? That aham is misplaced. Where is misplaced? In the body, etc. Body, mind, indriya, etc. That has to be set right. So when you are aware of this Chaitanya, pure awareness principle, pure conscious principle called Atma, Brahma, Paramatma, free from the traits, the features of anything whatsoever other than Atma, I Chaitanya. You are in yourself, that is what state of moksha. So therefore, having got this knowledge, having become aware of my Swarupa in its true nature, who Vamadeva discovered while right now here that he is Paramanda Swarupa. And once that prarabdha was over, whatever that last link of oneself having got connected to this present embodiment, that gets over because the tenure of this body gets over because of prarabdha karma is over. Vimuktascha vimuchyate. He was freed, liberated while living. Now, even that residual embodiment also has got dropped. He remains what he is, called as Videha Mukti, bodiless liberation. Jivan Mukti, liberation while living, that last trace of embodiment is there, because prarabdha is there. And once that prarabdha is over, sanchita karma, past karmas have already got abolished when knowledge took place. Ahankara got destroyed, the wake of knowledge, sanchita went. And agami do not get attached to him at all. Prarabdha now has got over. He remains what one is, Chaitanya Sarupa Videha Mukti. So that is now being told. Saha evam vidwan asma sharira bhedad urdhva utkramya amushmin swarge loke sarvan kaman aptva amritaha samabhavat. Samabhavat, repeated. Once again. Saha evam vidwan अस्मात् शरीर भेदात् ऊर्ध्वः उत्क्रम्य अमुष्मिन् स्वर्गे लोके सर्वान् कामान् आप्त्वा अमृतः समभवत् समभवत्. Saha, he, who is that? Vamadeva. That Vamadeva who made such statement. Evam, in this manner, thus, means as he has stated in the earlier mantra. All that he has stated. You know what are the things? I know the samsara of all these, etc. Till now, I was bound by this. Now I am free from that and all that. So, evam vidwan. Vidwan is having known. Having known. Having known, as I had declared in the earlier mantra, asmat sharira bhedad urdhva. Earlier was adha, below, means before gaining atma dhyana. Now this is urdhva, above, means after. After what? Sharira bhedad. Asmat sharira bheda. From the bheda here means nasha. So, after the bheda, nasha, the destruction of this sharira, wherein he has got the Atma Dhyana, Brahma Dhyana. When he takes this, when the prarabdha is over, Prarabdha of the jnani, when it gets over, the body ends. Urdhvaha, above, means he has discovered himself to be the Atma Swarupa. Not only Atma Swarupa, he is the Atma, I in all, one and the same Swarupa, Chaitanya Swarupa. So that is Urdhvaha, sun, having become oneself, nothing but Atma and Atma. Having become means not that he was not and he became. No. Having discovered oneself to be Chaitanya Swarupa, Atma and Atma alone, because in the wake of Atma Dhyana, the hitherto mistaken identity with the embodiment has ended. So Urdhva, Utkramya, having emerged, rising up, means what? Having got out of the state of samsara, the state of samsara which hitherto he was undergoing, having risen above that. See, in this, all that is required is this knowledge, setting right the mistake of erroneous identifying the body in the wake of being aware of me as Chaitanya Swarupa, free from samsara. No other states, no other condition, whether it's a man or a woman, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, rich, poor, healthy, unhealthy, nothing is in picture. This Swarupa must you be aware of. So therefore, Utkramya. What did he do? Amushmin Swarge Loki. Literally, in that heaven, Amushmin, in that. When you use the word that in contrast to this we refer to, which is immediately available for our cognition, perception, experience, or our knowledge. That which is beyond this range, not available for perception, not available for cognition, not available for our experience, not available for our knowledge. It means emotionally in that in the sense which is perceptibly not available. In the sense, this Chaitanya Swarupa Atma, which cannot be seen as a form by the eyes, it cannot be touched as a sparsha, touched by the skin. It cannot be smelled by the sense of smell. It cannot be tasted by the tongue. It cannot be heard by the ear. Indriya agochara. Gochara means Vishaya. Na gochara, not Vishaya, which is not an object of sense organs. Amushmin. It is the very principle which enables these jnanendriyas, karmendriyas to function. The electricity through the bulb filament sheds light, illumines all around. But that bulb filament cannot illumine the electricity. Electricity cannot be an object of illumination of the bulb, electric bulb. Likewise, here, this Chaitanya, as told in the Kenopanishad, Chakshushaha Chakshu, Pranasya Pranaha, Manasaha Manaha, the eye of the eye, ear of the ear, prana of the prana, mind of the mind, in the sense the faculty, the principle which enables them to function is this Chaitanya Atma. So that Amushmin means not pratyakshataha available, not perceptibly available. Indriya agochara. Amushmin. What is that? Swargya loke. Literally means the heavens. Oh, Upanishads, Vedas tell that heavens are temporary. Don't run after them. And now you are here, he goes where? After gaining Atman, they go to heaven. Not literally heavens here. Compared to our present state of experiences in terms of gaining happiness mixed with sorrows, the heavenly happiness is considered something to be great, because the intermittent sorrows that we face here on this earth in this present embodiment, moment by moment, are not there in there. Not that they are not there, they are there, but not like this. Mainly it is what? Happiness. So therefore, taking into account that intense happiness one can experience in the heaven in contrast to the happiness on this Bhuloka or other embodiment, that happiness is figuratively taken as Brahmananda, Paramananda. So therefore, by implication, Svargaloka here refers to Brahmananda, Paramananda, the Ananda, limitless Ananda, that which Atma, Brahma, is in Swarupa, in its nature. Not born of something. Itself is Ananda. For which Svargaloka, from our present knowledge of understanding, is used there. Svargaloke. So, means that Brahmananda, Paramananda he get. Before that, and also Sarvan Kaman Aptva. Literally, having fulfilled all the desires. Acha, you are asking us to develop Vairagya. Is not? Don't run after the Vishayas. And this Jnani is what? All bhogas, all Vishay bhogas he gets. अच्छा है. Yes, little, उधर सब कुछ मिलेगा. Is it that way? No. It's a way of staying, as told in the Brahmandavalli of Aitareya Upanishad, second chapter. Soshnute sarvan kaman sah brahmana vipashiteti. This person who has discovered himself to be Chaitanya Swarupa, Atma Swarupa, is the Atma in all embodiments. In his experience, there is no trace of sorrow. All Ananda, Ananda alone. And this Ananda is the source of Ananda experienced by all beings from Hiranyagarbha up to any insignificant creature. All are as good as what? Experienced by this as figurative expression. See, because he is Paramanda. Brahmanda is the source of all sense pleasures. Pleasures born of Upadhi, embodiment. It can be the topmost embodiment of Hiranyagarbha or insignificant embodiment, insignificant creature. All happiness get included in this. That is figuratively told as what? Sarvan Kaman Apva. This doesn't mean that this jnani gains or experiences the individual sukha bhoga of all jivas one by one. No. He discovered that very source of ananda, which is reflected in the Vishaya Bhoga of all these embodiments. So that means Sarvan Kaman Apva. Having fulfilled all desires in this sense, not individually. When in the Jivan Mukti Avastha, embodiment is still continuing in that Jivan Mukti Avastha. Then what happens? Prarabdha is over. The body drops. There is no further karma phalas which can give rise to new embodiment. He remains what he is. Paramanda Sarupa Atma Brahma. He says, Amrutaha Samabhava. So, Amrutaha means here Videha Muktaha. He remains what he is, free from even that last trace of embodiment after gaining Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. So, he gains the Videha Mukti. So now it is Samabhavat. This verb is repeated to show that the description of the Atmajnani, Brahmajnani, along with its result, what he gains is ended, is over. After this, you must remember when this section started, there was instruction to the pregnant ladies in the audience. Apakramantu garbhinyaha. Those ladies who are pregnant may please leave the audience. That means the topic was such that it may trigger off in their mind some lustful thoughts, which is not desirable from the texture of the mind of the would-be baby. Ennobling. So therefore they were asked to leave the audience. Now that portion is over. Yathasthanam garbhinyaha. The pregnant ladies may please take their seats. Yathasthanam garbhinyaha. With this, the second chapter of Aitareya Upanishad is over. Now, what happened? News got spread. Shruti, Vamadeva got Atmadhyana. You got know that. And as a result of what? He discovered himself Paramananda Swarupa. He, being Jivan Mukta, he became Videya Mukta. Free from samsara, always Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa, Bhagavat Swarupa. See, Brahma, Paramatma, Bhagavan is nothing but one and the same entity, which is Advayam Jnanam. I am not telling you from my pocket. This is from Bhagavata. Yad Advayam Jnanam Tat Tattvam iti Viduhu. Tattvavidaha Viduhu. Tattvavidaha. Those who know the ultimate reality, the truth, the very basis of entire cosmos, of Jiva individual, Jagat total, Ishvara the creator. What is that one underlying principle called Brahma, called, what is that, Paramatma, called Bhagavan, is what? One and the same entity. You know, Ramana Maharshi, he didn't know that word Brahma. Leave alone that Brahma is the underlying principle in entire creation. He didn't know. Yet he had Sakshatkar. He was aware of it. He had undergone that direct experience of it, which he ratified afterwards through Upanishads, in the sense, there was one great Mahatma, there Swami, Sheshadra Swami, well read, etc. He made them, this is what it is. And when he listened to Rubugita, Rubugita is an Ansha, apart from what is called as Shiva Rahasya. 12 Anshas are there. The sixth Ansha, called Shankarakhya, is just like Bhagavad Gita and the Mahabharata. So that in that, so that is what? This Swarup called Brahma is you. You didn't know that Bhagavad Gita is also Shankarakhya Ansha is also Bhagavad Gita. But it is that thing as such. So therefore, this news got spread. The question comes, mature people, oh, what is Atma? We know few things, out of which is that it is. We would like to know. They started inquiry. One point I was going to drive home is, whether you call Brahma, whether you call Paramatma, or you call Bhagavan, Bhagavata says is the one and the same thing. Upanishadaha, those who follow Upanishads, they call Brahma Upanishadam Purusha. Call it Brahma. Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha. Followers of Hiranyagarbha means Brahmaji. They take more to sadhana of Patanjali Yoga. They call it as Paramatma. Satvataha. Satvataha. Vaishnavas call it Bhagavan. Bhagavata says, whether you call it Brahma, whether you call it Paramatma or Bhagavan, it is Advayam Jnanam, that is Tattva. His real nature is non-dual, self-knowingness, knowledge principle we call Chaitanya. So, leave this quarrel, especially Vaishnavas. They make Bhagavad Tattva as always Sarupa, Saguna, Sakara. From Shastras, all words of Nirguna, Nirakara, Arupa, somehow they twist and turn and project all with form. Personal Supreme Godhead. English version of that. Oh, Bhagavata says one and the same principle. So therefore, this will spread news and mature people. What mature people? Who have experienced the best in this life, here or hereafter, including heavens, and have come to the final conclusion that nothing from this world can truly make them contented and totally free from sorrows of samsara. So, when they come across to this fact that it is the reality behind this called Atma, or Brahma, Paramatma, Brahma, or Bhagavad Tattva, that needs to be seen. How to know that? Inquiry, vichar, inquiry about what is that principle. You know that incident I have told this. See, one Vaishnava, Pakka Vaishnava means who is following all the Vaishnava Sampradaya. He had visited all that 108 or something there, that is the Kshetras and all that. During the time of Ramana Maharshi, he wanted to know whether Ramana Maharshi acknowledges bhakti or not. So he always insisting on who am I, who am I. He went, yeah, devotion, etc. Not that, just to test him and all that. So Bhagavan, I'm a Vaishnava. I basically follow all this thing I have to say. Am I the right path? Yes, certainly. But following such a sampradaya. Good. Acha. If so, when I die, will I go to Vaikuntha? Why not? You have done such a sadhana. You are eligible to go to Vaikuntha. Was satisfied. Then, will I be able to see Vishnu? Having gone to Vaikuntha, you will be able to see Vishnu. Will I be able to go near him? Yes, yes. Real guileless person. Then he asked, will Vishnu speak to me? Why should he not? To certainly speak to you. Then he asked, what will he speak to me? He said, Vishnu will tell you, my dear, please discover, know who am I. Roundabout, I went to Vaikuntha to know that finally what you have discovered, who am I? So here are the people. What is this Atma? This Vamadeva discovered. Can we? How come? So a debate is going on. Inquiry is going on among this such a group of people. We'll see that.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ